Hey, what's up, Dividend Nomads? Welcome back to the channel. It's that time of the week again. We're going to dive into the phone, check out a weekly update of the portfolio, weekly recap, show you how much I got paid and also a little bit of what I did with the money. And after that, I'm going to dive into my computer screen and share with you guys my spreadsheet and show you everything under the hood so you can actually see how the portfolio is performing on paper compared to just some numbers on the brokers. Like, there's a lot of stuff the brokers apps leave out that you don't really see what's really happening. So I'm going to share that with you guys. So let me dive into the phone, show you my portfolio. Record the screen. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Let's open up Charles Schwab. All right, so right now this is in the post market, so this is probably going to be moving around just a little bit for the next few minutes because it's 7:45 in the morning here in China, and I think about 8 o'clock in the morning is when the post market ends, so it just stopped moving around then. But as you can see, right now got $63,041 and $4,294 in cash. And you can see yesterday we were up 0.97%. Let's check out the markets. The S&P was up 0.7, NASDAQ 0.5, and the Dow 0.78. So my portfolio outperformed all of the markets. Pretty good. Let's go check out view all positions. Hey, I don't want to sell nothing yet. All right, so here we are right now. I've got Misty 1,079 shares, XDTE 274, QDTE 274, YMAG 456, YBTC 102, and NVIDIA only 4188. And I've got two options here, but they're obviously expire worthless. As soon as the post market's over, they'll disappear. But I had a sold a put option on Wolf, so I won that trade. And then I sold a put option on Rigetti, which I also won that trade. Of course, you can see the 96% at the bottom there, 90%, but because it hasn't fully disappeared yet. But it'll disappear from my portfolio, when the market is officially over. So that's that. Let's go check out the dividends I received just yesterday, which was Friday. So if you look here at the top, we've got QDTE paid me $48.98, and you see a negative there. It's listed there twice because they paid me the money, and then the negatives where they took the money back and bought more shares with it because it's just on drip, right? So they just automatically drip. So I got 1.4 shares on the drip there with the $48.98. YMAG paid me, you see there, $90.07. That was 5.7 shares. XDTE paid me $65.55. That was 1.5 shares. Misty didn't pay me. This negative here is I took my YBTC dividend. Just look below Misty. I'll show you. See my YBTC paid me $50.38. This one's not on drip. So I took this YBTC cash and I bought 2 shares of Misty for $45. So I still had $4 left over of my YBTC dividend after I did that. I didn't drip YBTC because YBTC is really, really positive market return a lot, and I didn't want to average up. So I just took that cash, put it in my pocket, and put it into something that's slightly down. So that's why I did that there. So that's what's happening in the portfolio, how much I got paid. Now let's dive into the spreadsheet, and I'll share with you guys everything under the hood, how this is performing on paper, as well as how far along we are this month so far in dividend payments, and what all that looks like when it's all put together in a nice and easy to read format. So let me record the screen on my computer here. New screen recording, and let's record the whole screen. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Okay, so this is my spreadsheet. For those of y'all who don't know, I didn't create this spreadsheet, right? I just downloaded it from another YouTuber. So, I can't just give this to you. If you want a spreadsheet, then I suggest you go, download yourself. But yeah, I'm not selling you guys none of this stuff, and I'm not making none of this stuff because I'm too lazy to make it. So anyway, let's check out the dashboard here. I'll show you guys this whole spreadsheet just for fun. But if you check out the dashboard, it shows my cost basis, my market value, market returns minus 3,000. My total return is 10,000. So if I sold this portfolio right now, I would walk away with $10,700 more than what I actually started with, right? So you can see my total return percent is 16%. So, you know, slightly above the average, you know, like say S&P is like 8 to 12% per year. So it's slightly above that. Dividend yield, there's my yield on cost. So my actual yield is like 69%. This is how much money I've received so far, according to this, et cetera, et cetera. $886 a week, $126 every single day, according to this. Now, this isn't 100% accurate, but well, I guess it is accurate because all the information's here, but it's not like those other dividend trackers. This is actually accurate because it's the information that comes from straight from my brokerage into the spreadsheet. So anyway, let's check out the positions. I'll make this bigger so it's easier to see for the visually impaired people like myself. So, hey, yo, hey, you. Okay, so at the top up here, see there's my Misty position, the same as in my portfolio I showed you guys. NVIDIA is the same, you know, it's all the same. So these are the positions I just showed you in the portfolio. I'm not gonna waste time here looking at this because you guys seen it already. And this is my cost average, which is not important to you because, you know, this is my portfolio. But the things that are important is how these are actually performing. So let's go look at that. So you can see here's the share prices right now, the current price compared to my price. So anyway, I'm not doing too bad on most of these, but you'll see that here in just a second when I show you this part. So this is the day changes and all that. I'm not going to dive into that with you guys because it's kind of useless. 52-week high and low. This is what we want to see are the actual returns. This is the important part that I want to show you guys. So you can see right here at the top, Misty. It says my market return is down $1,300, but my total return is $9,924, and that is 38% total return. So, you know, if I liquidated my Misty position, I would have $9,000 more than I started with. NVIDIA is negative 216 on the market, but negative only 46 on total return. And I've told you guys before, in case you're new here, I'm looking to get rid of this position. Actually, I don't really want to keep this, and I'm just waiting for it to get positive. I never sell anything for a loss. And this $46, maybe if the stock will stay stable just until NVIDIA pays next week, then I think I'll be positive and I can get out of this. But we'll have to wait and see how the stock market performs this week. And if I get this enough dividends, which is only $46, so, but I don't think I'll get that much. I need NVIDIA to go up a little bit more first. So we'll see, but it's down 5%. YMAG, you can see my market return on YMAG is minus $1,200. And the total return is only minus $300. This one's been moving in the right direction, and I'm almost ready to get out of this one too. I've mentioned before, and I'm still, you know, it's still my plan to get rid of YMAG. So yeah, I need $313 more return in order to get out of this thing, and that's only 3.72%. So it's possible that this could happen pretty soon, as long as the market stays stable. We'll have to wait and see. But $313, I'm almost able to get out of this one. XDTE, no plans to sell this one. This is just basically in line doing what the market does for the most part. And yeah, I'm down $22.84 in total return. So it's almost back to flat. You can see the total return percentage there on the right. It's 0.18%. So it's almost heading in a positive direction again. Now, when I sell my NVIDIA and YMAG positions, I'm probably going to spread that money between XDTE and QDTE, or just put it all in XDTE maybe. But I plan to increase those positions with the money from NVIDIA or YMAG probably. Or I might buy some more Misty, but I've got so much Misty, I might just keep going up on my XDTE position. The next one you see, QDTE, You can see there my total return is positive $295. So this is positive on total return, and that is 3%. So it's got a 3% return, so not too shabby. My YBTC position is also up in total return and market return both. It's $833 in total return, and that is 20.5%. So that's pretty good. And if I make this smaller, just so I can show you guys the bottom of the screen here, I'll just show you here. You can see the bottom. You see this column here is the total return percentage, and you can see it's 16.22%. So if I sold this portfolio right now, this is how much I would make, 16%. And you can see the total return, $10,737. So this is how much I've made. You can see it's positive. So if I liquidated this entire portfolio, sold every single position and walked away, I would walk away with $10,700 more than I started with. So it is moving in a positive direction now. It wasn't there for a while, but it is now. I got rid of some of the crappy positions, and I'm still trying to get rid of some of the, I wouldn't call them crappy positions, but we'll just say the positions that I don't want, because they might be good for some people, but it doesn't really suit my goals. That's why I'm trying to get rid of some of these, not all of them, but we're moving in the right direction. I'll show you guys some more stuff here as far as the payments and all that stuff go. I'll show you that in just a second. But just over here, just real quick to show you this to you. This spreadsheet has all the stuff on here: the allocation, annual dividend, annual yield, yield on cost. Yeah, it's got all the information here that you need, how much you receive in dividends, et cetera, et cetera. But so let's go down here to the bottom. I'll show you some more stuff. Oh, I forgot to show you this too. At the very bottom on this positions page, you can see my, what's wrong with this thing? Hey, you. Oh, maybe it's not on that page. Maybe it's on this page, the dashboard page. I think it's on the positions page. Okay, maybe not. I guess it's on the dashboard page. On one of these pages, it shows my cash position. I thought it was, oh yeah, it is this page. I just went too fast. There you go. See the cash position, $4,294. But I showed you in my portfolio. I got 6.8% cash in this portfolio, and that cash I'm using to sell put options with. So let's go down here. It's got this diversification tab, which I'm not going to show you that because I don't fill out this information because I don't care, because I'm mostly invested in S&P and NASDAQ index fund for the most part. So I don't fill all this crap out. The dividend log, this is what we want to see right here. So these are all of the payments I received for the entire life of this particular portfolio. So you can see all these are empty because I didn't own these in 2024, and I didn't get paid for them in 2024, only Misty. So I'll share this with you really quick. 2024, Misty paid me $268, $1344, $1415, and $987, which was $4,000 over the course of 4 months. And then this year so far in 2025, here's what we have. I'll put them all at the top. So this month, let's just focus on this month right now. Misty paid me $2,554. YMAG so far has paid me $182, and I still got some more payments coming from them, so this one isn't finished yet. XDTE paid me $224, the same thing. They haven't finished paying me yet. I still got some more payments coming from them. So you can see this is going to be my best month for XDTE so far. This Misty was also my best month. QDTE, $187.61 so far this month. More payments coming. And YBTC, $101 for the month so far. And again, I have more payments coming. And then if you look down here at the bottom, these are the yearly totals. So if you see like here, Misty so far has paid me $7,200 for the year. NVIDIA paid me $170, YMAG $909, XDTE $756, QDTE $517, and YBTC $238. And if we look to the very, very far right, you can see how much that is for the whole month. And I'll share that with you guys really quick here. Bam. So here's all the monthly totals. So if you look right here, this current month we're in now, I've received $3,284. And you see this sold positions. I don't know if you, there you go, see hit the top, sold positions. This column right here are all the sold positions. And so this right here, this 3268 were just put options that I sold, and I got, options premium on. So last month was $32, and this month so far is $33.94. But I still have some, 1 or 2 more weeks left this month to sell more. So hopefully this gets closer to $100, but we'll see. I'm not selling like super aggressive. I've just been selling very conservative options just to try to make up a little bit of income for some of the positions that I sold, because I sold Tesla, and that's a pretty good dividend, but the stock was going down, and I just didn't like the way they were managing it. So I decided to use that cash to sell put options and generate some income with that money. Instead of having a stock that's going down, I'm just getting paid and my cash is staying the same instead of going down. So that's why I did that. Yeah, so anyway, I got $33.94 in options this month. And then if you look down here at the bottom, so far for the year is $9,873 is what this portfolio has generated in income. But most of this money I've kept in the portfolio, with the exception of last week. I took $500 out of this portfolio and moved it to my Roth IRA. So actually, this would be more money. Well, this how much it still generated this much income, but the portfolio would be worth more money if I didn't take that $500 out last week and move to my other account. So anyway, that's what's going on there. Here you have the sold positions. You can see here, it's kind of, why is it weird? Let's see if we can fix it. The sold positions this year so far, OLT, Tesla, Coney, had all 3 of these. You can see 2,300 shares, 180, 1819. I sold all these positions off, and I sold them for profit, but not a lot. Like this one, I made $1,000, $40, $345. So $1,444 total profit for the positions that I sold. Even though they were down on market return, they paid me enough dividends to get a positive total return, and I got out of them for more money than what I paid for them. So that's okay. Not a big deal. You can see 3.9%, 1.97%, 1.2%. So I didn't make a lot of money, but I did make some money. So better than nothing. I got a watch list here. On my watch list, you can see these are some things I have on my watch list, but they're not really dividend paying stocks. But mostly, like you can see here, I've got some quantum and AI stocks and things like that, a few ETFs. But these are things that are on my watch list, and it's got the price, and it's got my target price, how far away it is. All that stuff is right here. And I'm mainly interested in these because I wouldn't mind owning some of these to actually sell options on and just own them anyway, because quantum over the next 10 years it's going to be probably a massive thing in the market. And so if I get in some of these early, I might have a chance to make some money. So I'm selling put options, and if I get assigned, then I'll keep them and I'll sell covered calls on them. But yeah, so I have those right there. And then at the last over here, you've got a couple more tabs. See, it's got some monthly data and annual data. The monthly data, you just keep track of the portfolio value and how much money you put into the portfolio, as well as shows the total amount invested and how much money you made in dividends, et cetera, et cetera. And then you have the annual data, which is not filled out because it's not 2030 yet. So this is so far this year, we've got right now, I've contributed $2,200 to this portfolio only, and the value of this portfolio is $62,000. You can see in 2024, so I already had some money in this portfolio, but I contributed $14,000 of my own money I put in there. And yeah, so that's what happened for last year and this year so far. Right now it says 15.8%. Okay, so anyway, that's my spreadsheet. That's what's going on in the portfolio, and I hope this is at least useful so you guys can see, if these kind of high yield ETFs are things that you want to invest in or not. Are they worth it to you? You've seen my portfolio just now. I've been doing these in this particular portfolio for a year and a half, and I've made $10,000 after a year and a half. So didn't make a lot of money, but an extra $10,000 is, it's better than losing money, right? So this has performed, I guess, in my favor in terms of not losing money, but I've never used margin or anything like that. So some of those guys who are using margin were getting margin calls, and it's hard to say if they lost money or not. Most people don't keep track of their portfolio. They just make assumptions They say, oh, I've had this for a year and I've been getting a 50% yield, so I got, you know, half my money back, but they don't really keep track of it on paper. So you got to be really careful about these guys and, you know, who you listen to. At least, you know, pay attention to somebody who's actually keeping track of everything and knows every little detail, so they can share with you the real ins and outs and ups and downs of this, so you can really see how these things really work and how they perform, and are they really worth your time or not. And from my experience, you know, what do I think about it? Well, like I just said, I've obviously made some money, but I didn't make a lot of money. I mean, I didn't make enough money to like live off of or something like that. Well, I guess I could. I live here in Asia, it's cheap. But if I was taking all this money out of the portfolio and not reinvesting it in the portfolio, it would be in really bad shape. I really had to heavily reinvest basically all the distributions, 100%. I haven't taken any of the money out. So I put all the money back into the portfolio in order for it to maintain this type of value or growth. And, you know, so if you have to put 100% of your money in and you only have $10,000, you know, but it's not a big portfolio. It's only $64,000 portfolio, 63,000. So if you only have $63,000, don't expect that you're going to be able to live off of it, because, you know, $10,000, I don't know many people who can live on $10,000 a year, unless, of course, you are living somewhere like I'm living. You know, it's cheap here to live in China or living in Vietnam or something like that. You could probably do it, but you're not going to have a good life with $10,000 a year. But that's just my opinion, and that's how this is working out for me based on, you know, the stocks I chose and my cost averages and all that good stuff. So, love to hear your thoughts and comments below. See you guys on the next video. Take care.